D2DNY, Real World HVAC Simplified. And now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a perfect flare. All right, so this right here, this is a perfect flare made by this flaring tool right here. This is the block on the yoke option. And then we're going to put newer school, this flaring tool right here. And this flare is a perfect flare. And this was made courtesy of this flaring tool right here. Okay. And then we got new school, like really new school. Latest and greatest technology. All right. This flare here, another perfect flare, and it was made courtesy of that flaring tool. All right. We got tube cutter. You don't have to have that if you want to cut your copper pipes. You'll need a good tubing cutter, and you're gonna need a little bit of lube for your flare tools when you're making your flare. So I use this, and then you're gonna need a pipe reamer, cleaner, or what do you call this? Copper pipe deburr. All right. So yeah. But before we get into the video, as always, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and then smash that bell icon. So when I upload videos like these, you get them right away. All right. So let's get into it, guys. Let's do it. So I have some 3/8 copper pipe. So for the purpose of this video, I'll be using 3/8 copper. And it's already pre-cut, as you can see. Nice and clean. It's a clean cut. And yeah, on the flaring tool, you have each pipe size is marked. So you got 5/8. This is 5/8. This opening right here. And then this opening is 3/8, which you're going to be using, because I have 3/8. I'll be flaring 3/8 copper pipe. And then you got 1/8, 3/16, quarter, all the different sizes up to down to half an inch. All the openings are right here. You just gotta select the correct hole or opening based on the size of the pipe that you're trying to flare. On this tool here, on the back side, that's where you're gonna find the half an inch flare opening. Okay, so it's not here, it's on the opposite side, because you can see right here. For half inch pipe, you gotta flip it around. If you flare on the front side here with half inch, it's not going to be proper. It's not going to be good. You have to flip it around for the half inch flare. Don't know what it is, but it's a little bit weird, but that's how this tool is. This is old school. Okay. All right. And there is the other part of the tool right here. This is what you call the yoke, I think. This is a block right here, and this is the yoke. And you want to put a little bit of lube on here, this part of the yoke, and that's why I use this right here. Just a little bit, give you a smooth flow. All right, let's go. So you can see here, I usually use when I'm using this tool, this flare tool. I usually use a quarter coin to measure how much of the copper should be left above the flaring block, as you can see right here, and that usually gives me a perfect flare. Also, when I'm using this tool right here, I usually don't use the deburr or the reamer, because I find with this tool, when I use that option, the flare doesn't come out as good, right? So you'll see. I'm gonna do it right now. If you use this tool and you're a pro, you can just comment. All right, so let's get into the flaring. Now, important, you must use the actual, this is a 3/8 copper that I'm using. So you see I'm using the 3/8 opening. It's important. And one thing you want to note again, if I didn't mention it before, the 1/2 inch flare on this particular tool is on the opposite side. See? Right there. So just you gotta flip it around if you're doing 1/2 inch copper pipes. Alright, so let's get into the flare. Let's make the flare. See, I got my have the yoke on the block right now. It's set at an angle, it's locked in. All I have to do right now is just tighten down, line it up over the center of the copper. And you can see right there, the point of the yoke over the center of the opening of the copper. And then I'm just going to tighten it down all the way until it's actually, I'll show you. And then you make your flare like that. All right, so you can see it's tightened all the way down. The copper is squeezed and the flare is already there. Now there's another thing I find using this tool. Once I make the flare is completed, I would remove the yoke and then rotate the copper, because the flare is not quite perfect just with one go. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. So as you could see, it looks a bit oval inside, right? It's not round. So what I usually do is remove it and rotate the pipe, you know, rotate it 180 degrees inside of the block, clamp it down again, tighten them back down again, and then reapply the yoke. So let me show you. Okay, so now I've rotated the copper instead of the I loosened it up, rotated it 180 degrees instead of the yoke or the block, and you can see how round it is compared to before. It's round. All right, so now I'm going to apply the yoke once again, and then the flare will be completed. All right. Okay. So as you could see, I did it again, second time around, and this flare is completed. Let's see the result. All right. Now there is your results. All right. Here's a flare nut. I have the flare nut on it. Now when you're making the flare, make sure that you have the nut already on the pipe, because if you make the flare without having the nut on the pipe before you make the flare, once the flare is completed, then you cannot apply the nut. You can't install the nut anymore. But this is perfect, guys. This is perfect. This is good. This is a good flare. All right. This is a good flare. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right. So you can see that I have two. I clamped it one time right here. I clamped it one time here, and then I just rotated another 180 degrees. So I clamped it twice in the block, and so one here, and then it was a little bit oval, and then I just rotated 180 degrees instead of the block, and then clamp down the yoke on it again, and this is the result. All right, so let's use this tool right now. This tool, okay? Pretty much it's the same concept. It's just that the block on the yoke with this tool is basically almost just one piece. So you'll select your pipe size, which is 3/8, and with this tool you can leave the copper flush with the block. All right, and it'll be fine, like so. Leave it flush with it. That's good right there. All right, and let's do this flare. Okay, so one thing I want to point out with this tool goes from 3/16 all the way to 3/4. But all these lines are indicators of where you should have the yoke lined up to. See this little arrow right here? Arrow. So for example, if I was doing a 3/16 flare, I'll bring this arrow to be pointing on this line. I'll slide it up to the first line, that's for 3/16. I'm doing 1/4, I'll move it to the second line. And I'm doing 3/8 right now. This is 3/8 pipe. I'm gonna bring it to this line right here. So I slide the yoke all the way up until this part is lined up with let's go like this line. Actually, it's one line up, it's one ahead. So 3/16, 1/4, 5/16, 3/8, half, 5/8, and 3/4. So it's like the line is ahead of the actual pipe itself. So for example, this line is not for 3/8. This line is for the 5/16. Right, so you'll bring, if I'm gonna do in this case I'm doing 3/8, so I'm gonna bring this arrow line right here, this corner of the tool, I'm gonna bring it right here, lined up with right here, and that's for 3/8. Right, this is 3/8, and this would be 1/2 inch, this would be 5/8, and this would be 3/4. Okay, let's do it. Also, I want to point out that this pipe was deburred or reamed. As you could see it, compared to the opposite end. This end is just raw cut. And this end is reamed or deburred. So just note the difference. I've used the tool, this tool, and I reamed this pipe. Okay, this pipe is reamed. So the flare is completed. As you can see, the arrow lined up with the line that I showed you for 3/8. And once the flare is completed with this tool, there's a clutch system here that detaches. You can see the separation, and then the handle right here will just be turning free. See the separation right here? It attaches. All right, there's a clutch system. Once the flare is completed, you will know, because the handle will just be raised like this, and it will be turning free. All right, so let's open this up, remove the pipe, and see the results. Also, I forgot to mention this part. You know, before you do the flare, you have to tighten this down. You have to lock this wing nut or this nut, this bolt, to turn it in, and make sure it's tight before you start tightening this part. And you know, these are all the holes where this part goes through and locked in for all the sizes. And these holes along the side here matches up with the lines up top. All these lines, right? So they're corresponding, right, as you go along. So that's that. So let's open this up. So as you can see, once I open it up, you know, the clutch re-engages, and you can see this part is flushed with the handle. This part right here is flush with the handle. They mate, and the yoke is all the way up. All right. Okay. So there you go. Looks good to me. Huh? Looks good to me. Guys, we comment in the comment section. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? What do you guys think? I'll open this thing. I'm using one hand to do this. Can I open it with one hand? Come on, man. Come on, you can do it. I guess I can't. Sure you can. Obviously I was doing it the wrong way, you bastard. There you go. I had it on the opposite end. I had it down here. And you will never open it that way. Never opened. Got to be down here. Ooh, there you go. Alright, anyways. Look at that. That's clean. That's clean. Let's try the flare nut. Baby, that's clean. Ooh. Oh, this is... Wow. Alright. So here's the first one. In comparison. Let's take this apart. Where you going? Get back here. Let's see what it looks on the actual flare nut or flare, the male part of the flare. Yeah, that's good. That's clean. That's clean, man. Yeah. That's clean. Perfect flare. That's good. Like that. All right. Let's get to the Navac. It's like new school, new technology. Let's do it. Let's go. So again, 3/8 copper, and this is deburred. This end is deburred or reamed. This end is not reamed and it's not deburred. Okay. So I'm gonna be using this end, which is nice and clean and reamed and deburred. Okay. You can see it. Just clean cut. No reaming, no deburring, versus reamed and deburred. Let's go. So here's the board. This is the Grand Master right here. And this video is for pros. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can give it a shot. I don't know, but this is really made for pros. All right. If you're a pro, you should be able to do this stuff right here. Fucking cold out here, guys. It's the winter time. Like 34 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. So with this tool, you get a different heads. This one here is what says this? I think this is where's the number? Here's a number in this sucker. Oh, here it is. It's 3/4. Okay. So we're looking for 3/8 because that's what we're working with. This is 1/2 inch. And this is 5/8. It's 1/4. Is this a 3/8? Yeah, here's a 3/8. Voila. And this is actually by far, this is the easiest tool to use to make a flare. You'll see. So let me grab my copper. All I have to do is just select the right head, 3/8, 3/8, and simply open, insert the copper, use this little like gauge right here to block the top, and that's the level. That's how much I gotta push the pipe through the clamp, and that's it. It was easy. See, if he's this guy, you see this, it's that easy. It's that easy. Okay, now we're gonna put it into the tool and just press the button and voila. Okay, so boom, it's gonna put it into the tool right here like so. See that? Then what you're gonna do, simply just squeeze this part so it's lined up. See that? Lined up. Squeeze this part, lock it in. Boom. That's it. And then simply press this button right here. Oh, that's easy. Super easy. Done. Let's see the results. This is so easy, I can literally use just my one hand and do it. Right, this one is the most work. Then this one. All right, look at this now. Release. Pull it out. And oh, look at that baby right there. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Huh? Clean. Let's do the flare nut test. Wow. Wow. This is good, guys. All right. Now comment in the comment section which one of these flares is your favorite. Which tool would you prefer to use? All right. Yeah, I think I know my favorite. I know my favorite. Just tell me which one of these tools would you prefer. Comment in the comment section. Oh, look at that. It's a clean flare, man. Let's just see the test on the cone, the test on the actual nut itself, the male part of the nut. Yeah, like that. Now I'm going to tell you a little trick about this tool right here. If you want to get like, I usually like a thicker cone. So like, for example, let me show you this cone versus this cone. Like this one is a little thicker, right? Actually, they're the same. But if you want a thicker cone, with this tool, what you do, you stick the copper pipe a little bit above this gauge. Like you'll put this gauge like right there and make the copper pipe flush with this piece right here. As opposed to covering it over it, you just make it like, just put it beside of it and bring the copper above the clamp to the height of this thickness of this gauge right here, and it's going to give you a thicker cone. You know what? I'm gonna do that real quick and show you the difference, the comparison. I'm just gonna ream this out a bit. Ream this out, ream it out, ream it out, ream it out, deburr it. It's that easy. Yeah, that's clean enough. Yeah, that's clean. Yeah, that's clean. That's clean, baby. That's clean. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, nah, you're not clean. You're dirty. You're dirty. You're dirty. But yeah, over here, reamed is clean, man. So you see what I do? See the difference? As opposed to putting this on top and stopping the copper, when it touches this, I use this as a gauge instead. And that's going to yield a thicker cone, a more meaty or beefy cone. All right. Let's see the results here now. Push it all the way in. I think that's good. Is it? Yeah, I think that's good right there. Yeah, that's good right there. This is so easy. I could use one hand like that. Lock it in. Is it good? Yeah, I think that's still good. That's good right there. That's perfect. You don't worry about that. That's perfect right there. Lined up good, nice and good. All right, all I'm gonna do is simply press this button right here. And here goes the magic. I'm clearing, baby. When it's done, the light goes off. The clear light. Da-da-da. And this is a flashlight right here, by the way. So it's done. We're done. Let's remove this. Beefier cone. More meaty, more beefy cone. Thicker cone. Beefy. Let's compare it. Here's the other one. This one right here. Is it? Yeah, that's the one right here. Can you see the comparison? No, this is more beefy than this one. You see that? Right? More beefy. This one over here. I prefer this one. All right. Okay, so here's the results. This flare, courtesy of that tool, old school. All right, you can see him right here again. That's it. Tell me which one is your favorite in the comment section. Which is your favorite? That goes to that. Here's the result. Old school. And then this one right here, number 2. You can see, courtesy of this tool right here. All right, in perfect flare. Is that your favorite? And these two right here is courtesy of the new school tool. This tool right here. This tool right here. Which is your favorite, man? Comment in the comment section. I know there's a long video, but I did a lot here, guys. I did a lot, man. Give me a thumbs up, man. Come on. I deserve it. All right, I'm out of here.